Today I am going to discuss about the devotee of Lord Krishna, Mirabai. Let us start with prayer. Yatra Yogishwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhutihi, Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama, Atasi Pushpa Sankasham, Haranupura Shobhitam, Ratnakankarnakeyoram, Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Mirabai was born in the year 1948 into a Rajput royal family of Kudki district of Pali, Rajasthan in India. She was widely known and a cherished figure in the Bhakti movement culture by about 1600 AD. Most legends about Meera mention her fearless disregard for social and family conventions, her devotion to Lord Krishna, her treating Krishna as her husband, and she is being persecuted by her in-laws for her religious devotion. Hindu temples such as in Chittorgarh fort are dedicated to Mirabai's memory. Meera unwillingly married Bhojraj, the crown prince of Mewar, in 1516. Her husband was wounded in one of the ongoing, that means once there was a battle, there her husband was wounded in one of the ongoing Hindu-Muslim wars of Delhi Sultanate in 1518, and he died of battle wounds in 1521. Both her father and father-in-law were killed within a few years after her husband during a war with the Islamic army of Babur, the founder of Mughal Empire in the Indian subcontinent. Mirabai left the kingdom of Mewar and went on pilgrimages. In her last years, Meera lived in Dwaraka, that means Vrindavan, where legends state she miraculously disappeared by merging into the idol of Lord Krishna in 1547. While miracles are contested by scholars for the lack of historical evidence, it is widely acknowledged that Meera dedicated her life to Hindu deity Lord Krishna, composing songs of devotion, and was one of the most important saint of Bhakti movement period. Poetry. A number of compositions by Mirabai continue to being sung today in India, mostly as devotional, and most of them have philosophical compositions and connotations. One of her most popular composition was popularly known. Let me sing that Meera Bhajan. Pag gungar band Meera nachi re, Pag gungar band Meera nachi re, मैं तो मेरी नारायण की, मैं अपने तो नारायण की, हासी रे मीरा नाची रे, पग घुंघर बांध मीरा नाची रे। विष का प्याला राणा जी ने भेजा, विष का प्याला राणा जी ने भेजा, पीवत मीरा हासी रे, पग घुंघर बांध मीरा नाची रे। लोग कहे मेरा भाई रे बाबुरी, लोग कहे मेरा भाई रे बाबुरी, सास कहे कुल नासी रे, सास कहे कुल नासी रे, पग घुंघर बांध मीरा नाची रे। मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर सहज मिले अविनाशी रे, सहज मिले अविनाशी रे, जन्म जन्म की दासी रे, पग घुंघर बांध मीर नाची रे, मैं तो मेरी नारायण की, मैं अपने तो नारायण की, हंसी रे मीर नाची रे, पग घुंघर बांध मीर नाची रे, पग घुंघर बांध मीर नाची रे. Another time when she was fully devoted to Lord Krishna, unknowingly some line came out of her mouth. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. Mean, I have been given the richness of Lord Rama's blessings. Meera's poems are lyrical padas, that means metric verses in Rajasthani language, while thousands of verses are attributed to her. Scholars are divided in their opinions as to how many of them were actually penned by herself, by Meera. Meera travelled nearly to all places which were considered sacred by Krishna or his worshippers, but she had encountered a lot animosity and resentment even from many bhaktas. However, she handled all situations with grace and emerged triumphant. Her spirit remained unaffected by the abuses she received. The worship of Krishna granted Meera an exclusivist religion right, which was personal in orientation. She declared Krishna as her exclusive God. Such behavior was revolutionary in itself. A woman deciding on her own about her religion, wife refusing to serve and respect family customs, a princess praising Lord Krishna in public, all these features made her emerge as herself determined and a responsible woman. Meera's devotion towards Lord Krishna. सदृश गोपिन प्रेम प्रकट कलियुग ही दिखाया, सदृश गोपिन प्रेम प्रकट कलियुग ही दिखायो, निरअंकुश अति निडर, निरअंकुश अति निडर, रसिक यस रसना गायो, दुष्टन दोष विचारि मृत्यु, दुष्टन दोष विचारि मृत्यु को उद्यम किया, सदृश गोपिन प्रेम प्रकट कलयुग ही दिखायो, बार न बांको भयो गरल, बार न बांको भयो गरल, अमृत जो पियो, भक्ति निशान बजाई कहीं, काहू ते नाही लजी, लोक लाज कुल श्रृंखल तेजी, मीरा गिरिधर भाजी, सदृश गोपिन प्रेम प्रकट कलयुग ही दिखायो, कलयुग ही दिखायो. By displaying Gopika love for Lord Krishna, Mirabai set an example in the Kali Yuga. She sang the glory of her beloved in unrestrained and fearless way. The wicked, considering these singings as immoral, made attempts to kill her. She drank the poison offered to her like nectar, even though she remained unscathed. Mirabai, cutting asunder the fetters of family and public slander, worshipping Lord Giridhar by the beat of drum, feeling ashamed of none. She proclaimed her devotion by beat of drum without any shame. Thus she sang the glory of her beloved in an unrestrained and fearless way. The Lord is pleased by the sing praising the glory, virtues and merits of his devotees. Therefore, this means writer also wants to be fulfilled in his life by singing a bit glory of living embodiment of divine love. Meera was the only daughter of her parents. She had been brought up with great fondling and endearment. Her mental propensities and sentiments were bent towards a god since her childhood itself. One day a sadhu visited her house. He had a very lovely idol of Lord. Requesting him, Meera took that idol. Handing over the idol to Meera, the sadhu said to her, "This is God. His name is Giridhar Laji. Worship him daily with love and devotion." The simple and soft-hearted girl Meera began to worship the god devotedly. Meera was 10 years old then, but throughout the day she used to remain engaged in bathing, offering sandal paste and flowers, food, and performing arti to that idol. She had memorized the stanza of Sardar Ji, which she always used to sing before the Lord again and again. That means she selected the Surdas Ji's Kirtans. By this time, Meera herself began to compose the stanzas. When she sang the self-composed stanzas before the Lord in melodious voice, she felt very much love towards God. Love in hearts of the audience, men and women, surged up. In this way, 5 years passed in the profound flow of powerful divine loveful feelings. In the year 1573, Meera's wedding with Bhojnath, the eldest son of Maharana Sangaji in Sisodia dynasty of Chittorgarh, was ceremonized. On the occasion of marriage ceremony, and wonderful incidents occurred. The embodiment of Krishna love, Meera got seated her Giridhar Lalji in the canopy even before the ceremony and while going round the sacred fire with the Prince Bhojnath. She took round with Giridhar Lalji also. Meera thought that she was married with Lord also that day. Meera's mother was acquainted with this happening. She said to Meera, "Daughter, what is this you are playing?" Smiling, Meera said, "How? Mai mane supne, Mai mane supne me bari Gopal, Mai mane supne me bari Gopal, Rati piti chunadi vodi, Rati piti chunadi vodi, Meghandi hath rasam, Mai mane supne me bari Gopal, Kai aurag barbhavuri, Kai aurag barbhavuri, माँ के जग जंजाल, माँ के जग जंजाल, माही करो सगाई हाँ, करो सगाई हाँ, माई माने सपने में बरी गोपाल, बरी गोपाल. Oh, mother, Lord Krishna married in dream. In the night, I wore the wedding saree and decorated my hands with myrtle paste. Generally, we used to say mehandi. Mehandi is in the word, but in English, myrtle, myrtle paste. My consciousness instructed me not to choose anyone else who remains always entangles in the worldly affairs and who is mortal. Mira's Lord is Giridhar Nagar and make haste to marry with him who is eternal. The mother was highly delighted to see the Mira's strange devotional sentiment to the Lord. When all her female friends came to know this, they asked her the reason of going around the sacred fire with Giridhar Lordji. Making joke, Mira said, ऐसे बर को के बरू जो जन्माए और मर जाए, बरबरिए गोपाल जी मारो चुड़लो अमर हो जाए. Why to choose such a husband who is born and dies? Why not to choose Gopalji who is immortal? And thus my happy state of wifehood will also be immortal. Parents gifted a lot of wealth in dowry, their dearest heart Mira, but they saw Mira's face gloomy. Then the mother asked, daughter, what do you want? Take away whatever you want. Mira said to her mother, तेरी माई अब माँ को गिरिधर लाल, तेरी माई अब माँ को गिरिधर लाल. प्यारे चरण के आन करते हो, प्यारे चरण के आन करते हो, और दे बे मणिलाल. तेरी माई अब माँ को गिरिधर लाल. ना तो सागो परिवारो सारो, ना तो सागो परिवारो सारो, मन लगे मानो काल. तेरी माई अब माँ को गिरिधर लाल. मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, चबिल की बई निकाल. तेरी माई अब माँ को गिरिधर लाल, गिरिधर लाल. Oh, my mother, if you want to give me something, give my deity Giridhar Lord. Don't give me gems and jewels. I pray to your feet to provide me the services of his feet. All the kith and kin, all the relatives and family members, as if called, mean Yama to me. Giridhar Nagar is only the land of Mira. I feel fulfilled to see her, his beauty. What is more needed to devotee except one's deity? The mother got the throne of Giridhar Lordji, placed in the palanquin of Mira very gladly. The Prince Bhojraj came to the capital with the newly wedded bride. In every home, the auspicious congratulatory words began to be exchanged. The mother-in-law felt overjoyed to see her beautiful and meritorious daughter-in-law. According to the family, deity was made, but Mira said, I will adore only Giridhar Lalji and none else. The mother-in-law got extremely annoyed. She uttered a few harsh and sweetness words to Mira, but Mira remained firm to her vow. Among the Rajputs, the worship of Gauri is in custom every year. The small girls and the married women perform the Gauri worship with keen eagerness for being a husband with the handsome and virtuous bridegrooms and immortality of husband. Mira refused to point blank. The entire stigma got annoyed of Mira. The mother-in-law and husband-sister Uda boy tried their best to persuade Mira, but she was not convinced. She said, "Na main puja gaur jhaji, na puja anadev, na hai puja gaur jhaji, na puja anadev, मैं पूजा रणचोर जी, मैं पूजा रणचोर जी, सासु ते कोई जानो बेव." I will worship neither Gauri nor any other god or goddesses, O my mother-in-law. How will you know this mystery? I would worship only Lord Krishna. The mother-in-law became very angry. The fellow female friends also said to Mira, "Sister, this is worship for the life of your husband. Everyone ought to do it." Mira answered, "Sisters, my husband is immortal one who is suspicious of immortality of her husband should worship other one in place of Giridhar Lalji." Those who understood the profundity of these words were blessed, but most of the women took it otherwise. Seeing this devotion of Mira towards the Lord, first Bhojraj, her would-be husband, became a bit angry. But in the end, he was very much pleased and impressed with the pure devotion of simple-hearted Mira towards Lord Krishna. He got a separate temple of Sri Ram Chodji built for Mira. The Prince Bhojraj was a courageous and brave young man of literary taste. He was feeling a great pleasure and dignified by the stanzas composed by Mira. Whenever he saw Mira's moon-like face, excited with love, but his mind got attracted to Mira. When Mira, having composed new stanzas, sang before her husband in person, the prince used to be overjoyed. Although Mira considered only Giridhar Lalji as her real husband and spent on her most of the time in his service, but she never allowed any opportunity to worldly husband Bhojraj to let him be annoyed. By her simple and good nature, she kept always happy through her selfless spirit of service. It is said that after some time, by the permission of Mira, the Prince Bhojraj had organized a second marriage. This wedding made Mira very happy. She was always in contraction that she would not fulfill her husband's desire. Now, seeing her husband satisfied with the second queen and considering the possibility of her full-time engagement in the service of her husband, the Supreme Lord, Mira felt overly delighted. Then Mira said, "Govinda linyamo, are Govinda linyamo, Mai maine Govinda linyamo, Govinda linyamo, Mai mane Govinda linyamo, Koi kahai sasto, Koi kahai mahanga, Linyo tarajuto, Koi kahai sasto, Koi kahai mahanga, Linyo tarajuto, Govinda linyo mor, Mai maine Govinda linyo mor. कोई कहै घर में, कोई कहै वन में, राधा के संग किलो, कोई कहै घर में, कोई कहै वन में, ओ राधा के संग किलो, गोविंद लीन्यो मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, आवत प्रेम को मोर, आवत प्रेम के मोर, गोविंद लीन्यो मोर, माई Sai Maine Govindalinyo. Oh mother, I purchased Govind. Mother, I bought Govind. Some consider it cheaper and some take it costly. I have purchased him, measuring him on balance. Some say in the house, some say in the forest, or garden enjoying with Radha. Mira's lord is Giridhar Nagar, who graces with vision to love alone. Anyone whose conscience of mind like a beetle gets engrossed in the taste of flower, corn juice, of Shyam Sundar's lotus feet, how can she be charmed by the other objects? One who got the glimpse of that outstanding appearance even in the dream, in whose heart the seed of the pious love God germinated even a little, who tasted that sweet nectar of love even unknowingly, can never cast him or her towards the enjoyments of this world. The young princess and the royal bride Mira also tasted the same nectar of love, and that is why, like the Gopikas on the feet of Krishna, the hypnotist of the universe, and no temptation or fear of the world could attract her. Mira began to pray to Krishna with the tearful eyes in choking throat. After the marriage, 10 years passed in the sway of devotion. In the year 1583, the Prince Bhojraj passed away. Maharaja Sangji also died. The younger brother of Mira's husband, Vikramjit, was enthroned. Mira was not shocked at all by the pain of her husband's death on account of her devotion to the Lord. Her association with the saints and exalted souls went on increasing. Mira's upsurge of devotion went on waxing by leaps and bounds. Rana Vikramjit disliked Mira's way of living, visits of sadhus, Vaishnavas in the place freely without any check, and reverential sing all the 24 hours. He felt sore. He tried his best to persuade Mira. Champa and Chamili, two maidservants, were engaged for this purpose. Rana's sister Udabai also remained persuading Mira, but Mira did not deviate the least from her routine. First, Mira told the persuading female friends her resolve very humbly, but at the last she said in clear words, thus Mira on the path of devotion and make her Lord Krishna's true maid servant. Mira's way of confronting the sadhu in public is, in a singular way, an example of fearlessness which leaves the potential seducer dumb, embarrassed, and ashamed. Another famous legend which Priyadas discusses is the Mira once went to meet Jeev Goswami, who was a disciple of renowned saint Chaitanya. Mira was refused the meeting on the grounds that she was a woman, and Goswami had resolved not to look at any woman's face to prevent himself from distractions. Upon hearing this, Mira said that there was only one man in Vrindavan, namely Krishna, and that she was surprised to hear of another, implying that the gender difference between mortals was completely irrelevant in the domain of bhakti, and that all souls in bhakti are female in relation to God. Mira's devotion ignited within her an ardent spirit of rebellion, and she acquired a tendency to openly challenge of value systems. However, she never rebuked or used harsh words to reprimand those who accused her. She very calmly taught them lessons greater than life. Her spirit remained unaffected by the abuses she received. In a poem of her, she says, मोहिए बदनामी लगाते मीठी कोई निंदा कोई बिंदो मैं चलूंगी चाल अनति. This ignominy cast on me is sweet to me. Let everyone speak ill of me or scandalize me. I shall walk my wonderful path. The worship of Krishna granted Mira an exclusive religious right, which was personal orientation. She declared Krishna as her exclusive God. She behaved revolutionary in itself. A woman deciding on her own about religion, a wife refusing her husband and respect family customs. Her parents were praising Krishna in the public, sing and dancing along with the people, known outcasts. All these features made her emerge as a self-determined and a responsible woman. For her personal freedom, she set aside all the Rajputana comforts and status. Once. Aliri Maire Nainan Ban Padi. Aliri Mere Nainan Ban Padi. चित्त चढ़ी मेरे माधुरी मूरत उरु बिच आनु अड़ी चित्त चढ़ी मेरे माधुरी मूरत उरु बिच आनु अड़ी आलीरी मेरे नैनन बान पटी कब की टाड़ी पंत निहारू कभी की टाटी पंत निहारू अपने भवन कड़ी आलीरी मेरे नैनन बान पड़ी मीरा गिरिधर हाथ बिकाने मीरा गिरिधर हाथ बिकाने लोक कहे बिगड़ी लोक कहे बिगड़ी आलीरी मेरे नैनन बान पड़ी आलीरी मेरे नैनन बान पड़ी. Oh, my female friends, my eyes have got accustomed to watch his sweet face. That pleasing image has won my heart, it has hung up in the heart. I have been waiting, watching his way standing since long at my house. Meera says that she has been sold in his hands, and the words declares her as if corrupt. The nectarial words of Meera did have an impact. Or sensuous gloomy mind of Rana, overwhelmed by delusion. Rana returned back. Meera began to talk out about the Lord fearlessly as usual, having no care of the public slander and family dignity. One day, a hypocrite sadhu came to Meera and said, look at very beautiful incident in the Meera's life. Shocking news, shocking incident. Giridhar Lalji has sent me to you and he has ordered me to make sex with you. Meera said, alright, this is very good. First take your meal. Meera served him food with due respect and placing the bedstead before the group of saints, she said, O Maharaj, to come. The evil-minded sadhu came to her close and said secretly, is the physical union of male and female possible in the way before so many persons? Then Meera boldly said, O Maharaj, what is this solitary place where my Giridhar Lal is not present? Wherever I cast my look, I find him standing there. And again, this body is the dwelling place of so many gods. The moon, sun and the stars are the witness of our every action. The angels of Yamaraj remain constantly on watch, taking round everywhere to maintain the account. When all of them will see in such a situation, why do you feel shame only from this group of these sadhus? When Meera prayed loudly before all, then he felt ashamed. The people began to curse him. His infatuation was over. He fell on the feet of Meera and begged for pardon for his sin and asked the means of salvation. See what a great chaste woman Meera. Meera says that Giridhar Lal's feet is the only means to get salvation. Meera again said about Rad Rama by singing like this. Manuva, 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 Ram Naam Ras Pijay Manuva, नाम रस पीजे, राम नाम रस पीजे मनुआ, राम नाम रस पीजे। तज कुसंग सत संग बाइट नित, हरि चर्चा सुने लीजे। तज कुसंग सत संग बाइट नित, हरि चर्चा सुने लीजे। मनुआ राम न रस पीजे, मनुआ राम नाम रस पीजे। काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोहक, काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोहक, चित्त से हटाई दीजे। मनुआ राम नाम रस पीजे, मनुआ राम नाम रस पीजे। मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, बाह के रंग में बीजे। मनुआ राम नाम रस पीजे, मनुआ राम नाम रस पीजे, राम नाम रस पीजे, राम नाम रस पीजे। Oh mind, drink the juice of Lord Rama's name on, oh mind, taste the juice of Rama's name. Always live in the company of saints, leaving the company of evil persons, and listen to the sportive plays of the Lord. Sweep the emotions of passion, anger, arrogance, greed, and infatuation out of your mind. Meera says that it is only Giridhar Nagar whose attachment will lead you to salvation. Meera's divine sermons changed pseudo sadhu into a true sadhu. It is said that once the Emperor Akbar, taking Tansen with him, had visited Meera in the guise of Vaishnava, and being impressed by her wonderful devotion, he had gone back, having gifted a very valuable garland of ranchochi. It also became a talk of the people. Being furious, Rana sent a small basket, placing a black she-cobra in it in the name of Shaligramji's idol for Meera's destruction. He wants to kill Meera. Therefore, he set a she-cobra in the basket, telling that is Shaligramji, and handed over to Meera. Just hearing Shaligram's name, Meera's eyes were filled with joys of tears. She opened the covering of the basket with a great excitement. Then she finds a very beautiful idol of Sri Shaligramji in reality, and also there was a very charming garland of pleasant flowers. Meera began to dance, getting the view of Lord. Oh, the Lord! Meera is in the shelter of your feet. Now pull on to save her honor. Having said to, Meera began to dance, and at the last she merged into the idol of Lord Ranchoji, mean Krishna. नृत्यत रूप बांधी के गावत लई करता, नृत्यत नूपुर बांधी के गावत लई करता। देखत ही हरि में मिली, देखत ही हरि में मिली, तृण समगनि संसार, तृण समगनि संसार। नृत्यत नूपुर बांधी के गावत लई करता। मीरा को निज लेन किए, मीरा को निज लेन किए, नगर नंद किशोर, नगर नंद किशोर। नृत्यत नूपुर बांधी के गावत लई करता। जग प्रतीत हित नाथ मुख, जग प्रतीत हित नाथ मुख, रख्यो चुनारी छोर, रख्यो चुनारी छोर, नृत्यत नूपुर बांधिके गावत लय करतार, नृत्यत नूपुर बांधिके गावत लय करतार. Having lied small bells to her ankles, Meera dances and sings. Just seeing the idol, she merges into the lawn, considering this world like a straw, piece of grass. The Lord Nagar Nanda Kishore God merged Meera into himself. For the evidence to the word, the tag end of the sari was quite visible in the mouth of the Lord. It is said that Meera, about 1630 year, Meera had merged into the Lord. Meera had composed many volumes which are not available at present, and Meera's reverential songs are popular. Whosoever sings or listens to them become obsessed in the divine love. Having taken birth in this world, Meera glorified and made India, the Hindu caste and the entire lady folk sanctified and blessed. So, victory to the devotee and his Lord. We are very much lucky to have such pure devotee of Lord Krishna, that is Mirabai. श्रीयकान्ताय कल्याण नदे नदे ध्नाम श्री वेंकट निवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलाशासनपरैर्मदाचार्य पुरोगमैः सर्वैश्च पूर्वैराचार्यै सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम्.